The infamous hot coffee lawsuit and corporate propaganda. The 1994 case of Stella Liebeck, who suffered third-degree burn from McDonald's coffee, is famously misrepresented as a frivolous lawsuit. In reality, the coffee was served at a dangerously scalding 180 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit, 82 to 88 degrees Celsius, a temperature McDonald's knew could cause severe burns in seconds. Internal documents revealed over 700 previous burn complaints between 1982 and 1992, proving corporate knowledge of the risk. Liebeck underwent 8 days of hospitalization and painful skin grafts, with her medical expenses totaling approximately $20,000. A jury's $2.7 million punitive damages award was calculated specifically as 2 days of McDonald's coffee revenue, representing a direct rebuke of the company's conduct. However, McDonald's masterfully executed a public relations campaign to paint Liebeck as irresponsible, successfully shaping public opinion for decades and obscuring the true story of corporate negligence versus a genuine victim seeking only to cover her medical costs.
The McLibel case, the longest-running lawsuit in English history. In a monumental legal miscalculation, McDonald's sued two penniless activists, Helen Steele and David Morris, in 1990 for distributing a pamphlet criticizing the corporation. The resulting McLibel case became the longest trial in English history, spanning 314 court days over nearly 10 years. Despite the defendants representing themselves without legal counsel, they successfully proved many of their allegations, including the corporation's low wages, exploitation of children through advertising, and negative environmental impact. The case generated over 40,000 press articles globally, creating a public relations catastrophe for McDonald's. Though the court technically ruled in McDonald's favor on some points, the company was widely seen as a bully. The case ultimately led to a landmark European Court of Human Rights ruling that found the UK had violated the defendant's right to a fair trial, establishing crucial legal precedents for freedom of speech that continue to protect critics of powerful corporations today.
Systemic wage theft and McVictim allegations. McDonald's has faced numerous class action lawsuits across multiple states alleging systematic wage theft from its workers. Investigations revealed corporate-mandated policies that forced employees to work off the clock, automatically shaved hours from time cards, and systematically denied overtime pay. A 2021 New York settlement required McDonald's to pay $26 million to 33,000 workers for stolen wages, while a separate California case uncovered $2.5 million in unpaid overtime across 13 franchises. Internal audits showed corporate headquarters was aware of these practices but failed to implement adequate oversight. The scale of these violations was so widespread that Australian unions coined the term McVictim to describe the corporation's exploitation of its predominantly young, vulnerable workforce, revealing how McDonald's business model depends on systematically extracting value from its lowest-paid employees.
The archivist's secret: hidden documents on beef fries. For years, McDonald's proudly marketed its fries as cooked in 100% vegetable oil, concealing a crucial ingredient: beef flavoring. The truth emerged in 2001 when Hindu and vegetarian groups filed a $12.5 million class action lawsuit after discovering the deception. Internal documents revealed McDonald's added natural beef flavoring during processing, knowingly misleading millions of customers who avoided meat for religious, ethical, or health reasons. The company had made a conscious decision in 1990 to switch from beef tallow to vegetable oil for public perception, but secretly added beef flavoring to maintain the familiar taste. This calculated deception lasted over a decade, affecting an estimated 23 million vegetarians in the US alone and countless others observing religious dietary laws. The settlement forced McDonald's to issue a public apology and improve labeling, but the case revealed a pattern of corporate dishonesty where marketing priorities trumped transparency and religious accommodation.
The antibiotic-free chicken deception. In a significant breach of consumer trust, McDonald's faced legal action for misleading the public about its chicken sourcing practices. The company had made a highly publicized 2016 commitment to stop serving chicken raised with antibiotics important to human medicine.
However, a 2019 class action lawsuit revealed the corporation had quietly reversed this policy without notifying customers. Internal documents showed McDonald's continued sourcing from suppliers using these critical antibiotics, prioritizing supply chain convenience over its public health commitment. The litigation exposed how the company's marketing of responsible sourcing contradicted its actual practices, affecting millions of consumers concerned about antibiotic resistance. This deception was particularly significant given that McDonald's is one of the world's largest chicken purchasers, making its practices a major contributor to the global antimicrobial resistance crisis that the World Health Organization estimates could cause 10 million deaths annually by 2050.
The zero-hour contracts controversy. McDonald's faced widespread condemnation for its extensive use of zero-hour contracts, particularly in its UK and Irish operations. These contracts guaranteed workers no minimum hours, creating extreme financial instability for employees who couldn't predict their weekly income. A 2015 investigation revealed that approximately 90% of McDonald's UK workforce was on such contracts, leaving staff unable to secure loans or plan their lives. Workers reported being penalized with reduced hours if they refused last-minute shifts or took sick leave, a practice unions termed flexploitation. Following sustained pressure from labor groups and government scrutiny, McDonald's announced in 2017 it would offer contracted hours to all 115,000 UK employees. However, the initial widespread implementation of these precarious contracts revealed a corporate model that maximized flexibility for the company at the direct expense of worker security, highlighting the power imbalance between the fast food giant and its vulnerable workforce.
The fraudulent monopoly game criminal conspiracy. For nearly a decade, McDonald's popular Monopoly game promotion was systematically rigged in one of the largest fraud schemes in fast food history. Between 1995 and 2001, Jerome Jacobson, the security director at the external marketing firm Simon Marketing, later Martin Kane, orchestrated a sophisticated criminal enterprise that stole winning game pieces. Jacobson diverted all major prizes, including the $1 million grand prizes and luxury cars, to a network of friends and relatives who filed false claims. The FBI's Operation Final Answer revealed that every high-value winner during this period was part of the scheme, defrauding McDonald's and legitimate customers of over $20 million. While McDonald's itself was a victim of the external fraud, the investigation exposed shocking security failures and lack of oversight in their promotional operations. The corporation was forced to pay $15.3 million in restitution and faced multiple lawsuits from cheated customers, permanently tarnishing one of its most beloved marketing campaigns and revealing fundamental vulnerabilities in its prize distribution systems.
The breakfast hour wage theft scheme. McDonald's has faced numerous class action lawsuits specifically targeting its systematic theft of wages during early morning shifts. The litigation revealed a corporate-wide practice where employees were required to clock in before the official 6 a.m. breakfast start time to prepare the restaurant, but were only paid from the official opening time. This pre-shift work, typically 30 to 45 minutes daily, amounted to thousands of unpaid hours across the franchise system. A 2022 investigation found this practice affected approximately 80% of corporate-owned locations, with some workers losing up to $300 monthly. The scheme was particularly devastating for low-income workers who often held multiple jobs and depended on every hour of wages. Despite numerous settlements totaling over $50 million across various states, internal audits showed the practice persisted, indicating a calculated corporate decision that treated wage theft penalties as merely a cost of doing business rather than a violation of worker rights.
The sham franchise model lawsuits. McDonald's has faced numerous class action lawsuits from franchisee owners alleging the corporation operates a sham franchise model designed to shift all financial risk to operators while maintaining total control. Litigation revealed that McDonald's forces franchisees to operate under strict requirements that dictate everything from suppliers to hours, while simultaneously saturating markets with corporate-owned locations that create unfair competition. A 2021 lawsuit exposed how the company's grill-to-order system update cost franchisees approximately $60,000 per location with minimal sales increase, while corporate collected substantial technology fees. Former franchisees testified that the model systematically transfers wealth from operators to corporate, with approximately 75% of new franchisees failing to earn minimum wage for their investment. These cases have painted McDonald's franchise system not as entrepreneurship, but as a carefully engineered wealth extraction mechanism that benefits corporate at the expense of franchise owner success.
The PlayPlace safety negligence cases. McDonald's has faced repeated litigation over safety hazards in its indoor PlayPlace facilities, with multiple cases revealing systemic negligence in maintenance and supervision. Internal safety audits from 2015 to 2020 showed approximately 40% of PlayPlace locations had documented safety violations, including broken equipment, inadequate padding, and sanitation issues. A 2018 wrongful death lawsuit in Texas involved a child who suffered fatal injuries due to poorly maintained equipment, with discovery revealing McDonald's had received 127 similar incident reports nationwide in the preceding 3 years. Despite collecting over $100 million annually from PlayPlace-associated sales, the company allocated less than 1% of this revenue to safety upgrades. Multiple lawsuits have shown the corporation prioritized marketing to families while cutting corners on safety inspections, with some locations going over 18 months between certified safety reviews. These cases exposed how McDonald's leveraged child-friendly amenities to drive traffic while failing to ensure basic safety standards, putting thousands of children at risk annually across its 7,000-plus PlayPlace locations worldwide.